Good afternoon, good evening. I am Joanne Yeo, the President of Soroptimist International Southeast Asia Pacific, and I welcome you to SI Southeast Asia Pacific's presentation for World Environment Day. SI Southeast Asia Pacific operates in 13 countries across the Southeast Asian Pacific region, standing up for women and girls and thriving to make a positive difference in their lives. As a women's service organization with special status with the Economic and Social Council of the United Nations, SI Southeast Asia Pacific has policies which reflect the acceptance of human rights for all, gender equality, and the need for sustainable use of natural resources. As such, SISEP, as we say in short, will endeavor to obtain energy, materials, or items from sustainable sources. In many parts of SISEAP, climate change poses significant changes to our Pacific islands, including the threat of sinking islands. Where land elevation is minimal, even small increases in sea level can have catastrophic consequences, including loss of habitat, land, and freshwater contamination. The loss of trees in any ecosystem, including the Pacific Islands, has cascading effects on habitat loss and wildlife populations, as birds are highly sensitive to habitat loss and fragmentation. They often rely on specific tree species for nesting, roosting, and foraging. Deforestation disrupts bird migration routes, reduces breeding success, and increases sustainability to predation and competition. Trees provide essential habitat for numerous species of plants, animals, and birds. When trees are lost due to deforestation, land conversion, or natural disasters exacerbated by climate change, entire ecosystems are disrupted. I will pass this time to Dr. Donnell Davis, our SISEAP Program Director, who will share with us an impactful project to arrest this situation in one of our countries in the Federation.
Hello all. It's my pleasure today to talk about something really special that's happening in our region of the world. We have panellists today, of course, Joanne Yeo, that you've met. My name's Donnell Davis, and I think you've probably met me in the past as well. And it's my pleasure to introduce Lenore Heather today. She is from Waimea, New Zealand, and it's one of our special case studies that we want to share with you today. It's very special. As well, Environment Day marks special milestones that we've had through the UNEP just a few months ago. We had 15 or 16 major landmark decisions and resolutions that are enforceable across all countries. And that builds on our COP28, which talks about enforcement as well. And they are there to protect biodiversity and to save Mother Earth. So this is a really special year. And this year, the theme is restoration. Waimea Moana in South Island, New Zealand is internationally recognised as a Ramsar site in 2022. This means it's a safe place for migratory birds and unique biodiversity. Soroptimists from Waimea have given a helping hand to restore this area, and today we're finding out how with our president from Waimea Club, Mrs. Lenore Heather. So welcome, Lenore.
Hello.
Now, we've just got a few questions to ask to understand a little bit more about your project. Why did you choose this project? Why this location, and why did you have special trees?
So, SI Waimea covers the Waimea area, obviously, and so this estuary is really important to us. It's a beautiful area, as you can see. There's actually walkways and cycleways amongst it. So we wanted to restore and be part of restoring and conserving this area for future generations. The trees that were chosen are all native trees, and the seeds are sourced locally, and that means those trees will require less maintenance, less care and less water because they are adaptable for that area. and so we wanted to do this environment project, and for it to be something we could continue doing to connect with our area and with the people in our area.
Right. So how wonderful, you've got endemic species for trees and endemic people. Really important. So that leads me to the question about the legacy. I understand that you're doing this in honour of a previous Soroptimist president, and that we're going to have a legacy for the future.
Yeah, so Diane Thompson was one of the instigators of this, and her excellent sort of project management skills was put together the proposal. She connected with the other groups involved, and the students who planted the trees, this is their graduation planting. So they're year 13 students, which is their last year at school. And so they plant a tree which just as a symbol of memories of their education. It's growing their sort of sense of identity, which we call tūranga waiwai. It's their connection to the land, and it's to their home. So no matter where they travel after their studies, they've always got that connection to the land and something to reflect on.
Oh, that's very honourable, and it will mean something for the rest of their lives, not only for those people, but I guess for their children as well. So that brings us to the interesting partnerships that you nurtured during this process. Could you share that with us?
So I think the best partnership was with the local college, so Waimea College. It is a co-educational school, but the environmental captains as such are all young women. So they were the initiators of this graduate planting as well. So that was awesome to have them on board. The local council provided the land and some of the guidance, and we're also there are lots of other groups involved with this estuary who are all present at the first planting. There's called the Battle for the Banded Rail campaign. The banded rail is a bird which we don't see much of, but they are around, so we're trying to save them. And the local iwi were there, or the Indigenous people at the planting as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm hoping that this program can continue into the future as well. Now, in every project that we do, we know that we have hiccups. So were there problems, and were there, how did you cope with those?
So I think just the most frustrating things I do remember is just the college teachers, obviously, and the council are very busy people. So being able to coordinate meetings, being able to communicate with them was a little bit tricky, but Diane and our other people on that team just persisted with their communications and working in with them. So overcame that to get to our end goal.
Well, that's wonderful project management, and we're so proud of what you've been able to achieve and will achieve in future. So thank you for sharing that with us, and I'll just hand over now to our new president, Joanne Yeo.
Thank you, Lenore and Donnell. Now, we can now see that trees play a crucial role in mitigating climate change. Trees provide habitat and food for a vast array of plant and animal species. When forests are lost, biodiversity decreases. As species lost their homes and food sources, the loss of diversity can disrupt ecosystems and lead to the extinction of species. But what is more important is that SI Waimea made a commitment to continue this legacy. The legacy of conservation project extends far into the future, influencing the health and vitality of ecosystems for generations to come. By taking action today to protect and restore natural areas, Waimea and many other conservationists leave behind a legacy of environmental stewardship and sustainable development. Thank you.